Dear listener, welcome to my channel. Topic is justify or contradict question answers of image processing, and the topic is image enhancement in spatial domain. In part 1 I have covered few problems, and in this video I am going to cover these 8 questions. Now let us start with the first question. For digital image having salt and pepper noise, median filter is the best filter, or median filtering performs well in an images corrupted by impulse noise. This statement is true. Salt and pepper noise have extreme values. Salt noise close to the highest gray level and pepper noise close to the lowest gray level. Salt and pepper noise is also called as impulse noise. To remove salt and pepper noise, median filter is the best. In median filter, pixel in the consideration, that is, whose noise is to be removed, is at the mid of subregion. Pixel in that subregion are arranged in either ascending or descending order, and pixel in the consideration is replaced by median value pixel. Now see the example. When pixels are arranged in ascending order, salt noise if present goes to the end because it having the highest values. Pepper noise if present goes to the start. Thus salt and pepper noise gets removed using median filter. Let us see example. This is 3 by 3 subregion. This is the pixel into the consideration and who is corrupted by the white noise, that is nothing but the salt noise, because its value is more than its neighbor. And here the 3 by 3 region and this pixel in the consideration is affected with the pepper noise. Now we can remove, this may be normal pixel and this may be removed, but if noise is there, it can be removed by the median filter. Now we require to arrange this 3 by 3 region. Because we are taking the window of 3 by 3 size, we can take the window of any size, that is 3 by 3, 5 by 5, 7 by 7, and generally we prefer the odd size mask. Now first we arrange the pixel in ascending order, and after that we can find out that 251 goes to the end. And here when we arrange a number in ascending order, we found that 1 is float to the first. Therefore this value is replaced by the median. So median is 16, here median is 16. Therefore the salt and pepper noise gets removed when we use the median filter. Now see this example. This is the original image. The image is corrupted by salt and pepper noise, and after applying the median filter with the 3 by 3 region, the noise gets removed. And you can see that on the border side noise is present because the borders are not taken into the consideration while applying the particular size window. Second question. The mean filter is linear filter but median filter is not. Here we require to give the answer in two ways. The first, we require to prove that by using the principle of superposition theorem that mean function is linear and median function is non-linear function. First we will prove that. Let us see, two signals are there. x1n is 113, x2n is 120. According to principle of superposition theorem, first we require to add the two signals and then apply the mean function or average function, and in the second case we apply the mean function individually on the signal and then we add the signal. In both cases our answer should be matched to become the mean function as a linear function. Two signals are there, 113, 120. We first add the two signals. After that we are getting the value 233. After that we take the mean of that, and the mean is nothing but the average. Therefore it is 8 by 3. In second case, we take the mean of individual signal. So mean of this signal is 1 plus 1 plus 3, that is 5 by 3, and the second function is 3 by 3. After that we apply the result. We add the result, that is 5 by 3 plus 3 by 3, which is equal to 8 by 3. Therefore mean function is linear in nature. Now we check for the median. First we add the two signals and then we take the median value. So when after adding the two signals we are getting 233. They are already sorted, therefore median is 3 value. Here we apply the median on individual signal and then add that value. 113 sorted, therefore median is 1. In this signal we sort the values either ascending or descending. After that we are getting the mean value. After that we add the two median value, and we are getting 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So here the median of the first signal is 1 and median of the second signal is 1. After adding that we are getting the median as 2 value, and here first we add the two signals and then take the median. Therefore median is 3. The answer is not same, therefore system is not linear. Median filter is used to remove salt and pepper noise, while mean filter is used to remove the Gaussian noise. The second part is in linear filter. In linear filter, it is a weighted sum of pixel from neighborhood, and when we use low pass averaging filter, then we take the average of the neighborhoods. It is spatially variant, means as the number of neighbors changes, the results are different. That's why the mean filter is linear filter. Non-linear filter, it is not weighted sum of pixel. In median filter, we never apply the weight to the particular mask element or neighborhood elements. We just arrange the number either in ascending and descending order and replace by the mean value. It is spatially invariant. It is unaffected by number of neighbors as operation is always same, that is pick up the median value. Statement third question, justify low pass filtering is a smoothing filter. Statement is true. Low pass filter allows low frequency component while blocks the high frequency component. Noise is a high frequency component and always different from its neighbor. When low pass averaging filter is applied, pixel in consideration is replaced by averaging of its neighborhood pixel values. Because of averaging operation, there is reduction in strength of the noise, sharpness of the image, that is edge content of an image. This results in an image which looks smooth. Therefore, low pass frequency filtering is used to reduce noise, high frequency component that edges get blurred and eliminate the small details. See the result of low pass filter. This is the original image which having the Gaussian noise present in an image. After applying the low pass filter, the noise gets removed, but at the same time we can see that image gets blurred at the border level. Small details are not clearly visible and the edges are becomes blurred and noise gets removed. And as the size of the mask is increases, we can find out more blurring is there, more elimination of the small details, and the edges get more and more blurred and the image quality degrades. Fourth question, low pass filtering reveals the edges of the objects in an image. Statement is false. Low pass filtering allows low frequencies and blocks high frequency component. Low frequencies are responsible for the general gray level appearance of an image over smooth areas, while high frequencies are responsible for details such as edges and noise which belong to the high frequency. It becomes blurred when low pass filter is applied. When low pass filter is applied on an image, it preserves the low frequencies and reduces the high frequencies. Therefore, it does not reveal the edges of the object, but it actually blurs the edges of an object in an image. Averaging low pass filter smears the images, especially around the image. The question is similar to fourth. The statement is true. Edges are characterized by sharp transition in gray levels, similar to noise. Therefore, averaging has undesirable effect that they blur the edges. Question 6. Image averaging can reduce the random noise. This statement is true. Random noise typically consists of sharp transition in gray levels. Image averaging works on the assumption that noise in an image is truly random. Most low-pass filtering techniques try to reduce or remove the noise and always end up in softening the image, which degrades its quality because that edges get blurred, specifically the area which contains a lot of edge details. In an image averaging, the noise-reduced image is obtained by taking the average of the n available images pixel-wise. Therefore, for image averaging, we should need the same type of images, that is set of type of images in which noise gets induced, but that noise is randomly induced. That is, each pixel in the resulting image is obtained by taking the mean of all pixel values corresponding to the spatial location to that pixel. Image averaging is based on the additive model. See the equation. G of xy is nothing but the set of all corrupted images at the same location. We take the average. Now, this equation can be split into two parts. One is the original content and one is the noise content. But as the noise is random, and if we take the average of the noise, the mean value is 0. Therefore, we get the answer at 0. That is, mean of the noise part is 0. Therefore, averaging multiple images reduces the noise from term nxy as it tends closer to its mean, and which is assumed to be 0, because when we assume that the noise is randomly get induced in an image, and when we take the average of all that set of images of this, that is same image but the set of images, and at that time when we add the images, and as more number of images get added, the noise part becomes to the 0. Due to the large number, increasing the number of average image causes the noise term to be disappear. Noise gets enhanced when high pass filter is applied on noisy images. Statement is true. High pass filter allows high frequency and blocks low frequency component. Low frequencies are responsible for the general gray level appearance of image over smooth areas, while high frequencies are responsible for details such as edges and noise belong to the high frequency. When an image is passed through the high pass filter, high frequency component gets highlighted. Therefore, if noise present in an input image, it gets enhanced because noise is again high frequency component in the filtered output image. Now see, this is example. This is the original image in which noise is not present. When we apply the high pass filter, we can find out that all edges portion gets enhanced, which is represented by the white border. Now the next image is the image with Gaussian noise. As noise is present and noise is high frequency component, therefore when we apply the high pass filter on an image in which noise is induced, we are not getting the proper result because the edges gets highlighted as well as noise also gets highlighted. Question 7. Convolution in spatial domain is multiplication in frequency domain. This statement is true. The convolution theorem states that convolution in the time domain correspond to the multiplication in the frequency domain. Let us see the example. X of n is 1, 2 and h of n is 2, 2. The convolution is represented by this sign x of n convol h of n, and in frequency domain this is in time domain or spatial domain, and in frequency domain it is x of k into h of k. Now we perform the operation in time domain by using simple matrix. Signal is 1, 2 and 2, 2. After that we are getting the answer 2, 6, 4, that is diagonal elements. Therefore the answer of convolution is 2, 6, 4. We try to find out the answer in the frequency domain. In the frequency domain we can apply either DFT or FFT, but generally we try to represent the signal in the order of 4, 8 or 16. Therefore what we do, that this total answer is 3, so we represent the signal in 4, 1, 2, 0, 0. Even we can represent 1, 2, 0, 0, but DFT or FFT we always calculate in the order of 4, 8, 16, like that. Therefore we add 2, 0, 1, 2, 0, 0, 2, 2, 0, 0. After that, this is in the time domain. We apply the FFT, that is fast Fourier transform, to get the signal either FFT or DFT. We are getting x of k. This is the frequency domain signal and this is the frequency domain signal. And after that we do the multiplication, that is pairwise elements. That is 3 is multiplied to 4, 1 minus 2j multiplied by 2 minus 2j, and then next minus 1 multiplied 0, and 1 plus 2j is multiplied. We are getting the y of k. Now this answer is again in which domain? Frequency domain. We want to check the answer in time domain. Therefore we again apply the inverse Fourier transform to get the y of n. When the Fourier transform, inverse Fourier transform is applied, we are getting 2640. As we know that we appended the 0 for only the smooth operation, that is to calculate the FFT in efficient manner. Therefore we can skip the last 0. Therefore answer is y of n is 264 in time domain. Therefore it is proved that the convolution in spatial domain is equal to multiplication in frequency domain. So this is all about the justify and contradict questions in image processing on enhancement in spatial domain topic. In the next video I am going to take the next problem on the justify and contradict questions on histogram. Thank you so much for listening my videos. If you like my videos, subscribe my channel. Thank you.